Welcome to our exploration of SCION, a next-generation Internet architecture that promises to redefine how we experience Internet communication. My name is Li Wenxu, and I'm a PhD student in the NetSec group at ETH Zurich. SCION, which stands for Scalability, Control, and Isolation on Next-Generation Networks, was developed to address the core challenges of today's Internet, such as security vulnerabilities, lack of control over data paths, and inefficiencies in network performance. SCION, born out of a need to overcome the limitations of the Border Gateway Protocol, or BGP, was conceived by Adrian Perrick and his team at ETH Zurich. Since its inception, SCION has undergone rigorous research and development, making it one of the most promising alternatives to the traditional Internet architecture. For those who are curious about the detailed technical aspects, Adrian's SCION video series and the SCION book offers a wealth of information. Today's video is tailored to users who already have native SCION connectivity on the local network. We are going to install the SCION End Host Stack on an Ubuntu system and fetch paths to remote destinations. If you're not sure whether your network supports native SCION, you can easily check this by visiting the SCION architecture website at scion-architecture.net. When you see the balloons, there's a chance that you can use native SCION applications from your device. Now, if your network doesn't yet support SCION, you are not left out. We recommend trying out SCION through SCION Lab, which you can access at scionlab.org from anywhere on the internet. SCION Lab offers a practical way to experience SCION's features, even if your current network isn't SCION enabled. It's an excellent platform to get hands-on with SCION and experience the benefits for yourself. For today's demonstration, we'll be using Ubuntu 22.04, which we recommend as the operating system for installing the SCION End Host Stack. When setting up SCION for the first time, we suggest using the Bootstrapper method. This approach is ideal because it auto-configures all the needed parameters. The Bootstrapper works in any network with SCION access that has the necessary bootstrapping mechanisms set up. However, if your network lacks these bootstrapping hints, you should reach out to your network administrator to obtain the Bootstrapper server URL or the SCION network configuration parameters. You can manually initialize the SCION End Host Stack. This ensures that you are set up correctly and ready to take full advantage of SCION's capabilities. Let's start by installing the SCION packages on Ubuntu. These packages are tailored for different Linux distributions and multiple platforms. First, ensure that your system has the necessary dependencies by installing the following packages. Next, add the SCION package repository to your system. By adding this repository, we ensure that your system can access the latest SCION software directly from the official source. Then, update your package list to include the new repository. This way, when we proceed to install SCION, your system will pull in the most up-to-date and compatible versions of all required components. Now, install the SCION Bootstrapper. The Bootstrapper simplifies the initial setup of your SCION environment. It automatically discovers and fetches the configuration files needed to connect to the SCION network. Once the SCION Bootstrapper is installed, it will automatically set up the SCION services, including systemd unit files that manage these services. The configuration files for SCION services will be stored in /etc/SCION, while runtime state information will be stored in /var/run/SCION. Since the configuration is not yet signed by the local SCION AS key, you are operating under a trust on first use, aka TOFU model, similar to the first time you connect to a SSH server. In this model, the initial trust is established the first time the configuration is used, despite the absence of cryptographic verification. So to proceed, you'll need to temporarily enable insecure mode. In the future, once the signing process is complete, you'll be able to switch to a secure mode for added protection. To do this, update the provided default configuration file with the following command. Now, let's check if the changes have taken effect. After making this change, be sure to restart the SCION Bootstrapper service to apply the new configuration. Checking the status of the Bootstrapper is a good practice to ensure everything is running smoothly. This command will show us if the Bootstrapper has successfully retrieved necessary configuration files and is operating as expected. If there are any issues, this is where we could catch them early. Additionally, you can verify the SCION daemon and SCION dispatcher services are running properly with these commands. If they don't work as expected, we can restart them manually and check the status again. The daemon handles routing and path management, while the dispatcher manages packet forwarding. Ensuring these services are active and healthy is crucial for the SCION network to function correctly on your system. Once the installation is complete, the Bootstrap process will automatically execute. During the process, the Bootstrapper retrieves hints from available zero configuration services to discover the IP address and port of the discovery server that serves the actual configuration files over HTTP. The Bootstrapper integrates with SCION by using the same open API as the control service, which is responsible for exposing the topology information and the trust root configuration, aka TRC, necessary for SCION to function in your network environment. With all services up and running, you're ready to explore the SCION network. Let's take a look at the available SCION paths. SCION's path control feature allows you to select the best route for your data, ensuring that it travels along the most secure and efficient paths. You can display the available paths by running the following command, and it will show you the various paths that SCION provides. And with that, you're all set to enjoy a more secure, controlled, and efficient internet experience, powered by SCION. If you are eager to explore more or have questions, I encourage you to visit the SCION Architecture website and SCION Lab. Thank you for joining us in this journey to a more secure and reliable internet experience.